between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll give it to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Dances away. He's going to take off. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Now from inside the red zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out of space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to...
Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR.
And the returner will be dragged down. Another look at this Bulldog offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They've got the screen set up. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Swings it out to his running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
Man, I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Barry. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Dogs looking to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to fire deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Back open in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire 1st half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the 1st half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going into halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the 2nd half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the fullback. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it at the 20. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the head. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking down the middle. And they can't make the play on third down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. They're working that left side. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man in the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
In that 3rd down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat him up front.
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab past the marker. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, we can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Finds his man. It's Harris. There he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the fullback. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.